أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ثم الصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه الأخيار أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. We look at our next topic on تصريف العزي, our Arabic morphology lessons, علم الصرف. Our next topic is اسم الفاعل والمفعول من الأجوف. So we've been reading about the الفعل الأجوف, and we said the أجوف is the hollow verb, the verb whose middle letter is a weak letter. So whether the weak letter you find it being alif, but this alif is originally from a waw or a yai. So you see something like qala, nala, ba'a, sha'a, stuff like that. You see the middle letter is alif, but this alif, it is min aslin wawi or min aslin ya'i. Either it is wawi or ya'i. Might be coming from a waw or a ya'i. We've read all that. So you find a verb like ba'a and it is yabi'u. You realize that it changed to ya'i right away. Bay'un. You have a verb like qala, as we've been seeing, it changes to qawl, the masdar. Then yaqulu, the mudari, you find that the alif automatically comes to waw. So that is what we've been saying about the hollow verbs. And we've said that the hollow verbs, so far what we've seen about is tasrif, the mudari and all that, we've seen that it has ilal. Yani sometimes you do naql haraka, sometimes you do what we call the hazf. Sometimes you do a complete hazf. Sometimes we have this ilal there. Okay, the qalb and all that, they all happening when you have a fi'l mu'tal. And particularly looking at the ajwaf, we've seen how it undergoes the changes. Jamil. So, اسم الفاعل والمفعول من الأجوف. We are going to look at how to form the fa'il and the maf'ul from the fi'il that is ajwaf, the hollow verb. And it's a very simple one, not anything lengthy. It says, واسم الفاعل من الثلاثي المجرد يعتل بالحمزة عينه. يعتل بالحمزة عينه كصاء وباء. So let's be taking it in parts. The اسم الفاعل from ثلاثي مجرد, when you have a fi'il that is ajwaf and it is mujarrad, so you have something like nama, qala, sha'a, ba'a. There is no addition to it. Okay. In that case, how do you form the fa'il? He says, يُعْتَلُّ بِالْحَمْزَةِ عَيْنُهُ. The ainul fi'il, we change it and put dhamma there. Yani the illa will be found in the ainul fi'il, and the illa here is where we will change the badal al-alif, we will bring hamza. So you have your verb, you can write it down, qala. You want the fa'il from qala. The same way we form any fa'il. From fa'ala, you have fa'il. So you have a fa, then you put the alif after the fa, then you bring the ainul fi'il, and then the lamul fi'il to form your fa'il. So I have something like dhahaba. I'll just put alif after the fa'ul fi'il and do kasr of the ainul fi'il. So I'll have dhahib. Okay. Same thing happens to the al-fi'l al-ajwaf, al-mujarrad. I'll bring my qala, and I've been told that the ainul fi'l, which is alif here, yu'tallu bil hamza, bimana a. I will bring hamza in its position. So the alif that I will bring for the fa'il will still come after the fa'ul fi'l. So qala, after the qaf, I'll bring alif. I would have qa. The alif, which is the ainul fi'il, I'll change it to hamza and make it kasra as we do with fa'il. So I'll make it kasra, and then I'll have qa'il. So as you should be doing right now, you should have a pencil like this. You should write the qala and indicate that the qaf is the fa'ul fi'il, the alif is the ainul fi'il, and the lam is the lamul fi'il. So just as you do with fa'il, do same with qala. You would get qa and then an alif and a lam. That alif of the ainul fi'l, we've been told to change it with hamza. So we'd have qa'il. Ba'a, same thing. You have ba'a. Ba and then hamza kasra and ain. Ba'i'un. Jamil. So in this situation, he gives us example. Sa'in. We have sa'ana, yasunu. When you are going to form the fa'il, you bring your sa'ana. Then you bring alif after the fa'ul fi'l, which is sad. You have sa. The alif, which is the ainul fi'l, change it to hamza and give it kasra. Sa'in. Ba'i'. So that is how you form the fa'il from al-ajwaf al-mujarrad. ومن المزيد فيه, يعني the ajwaf that you've added some letters to, يُعْتَلُّ بما اعتل به المضارع. So you know you are going to form the fa'il from the fi'l al-mudara. Because normally when you have a verb that is 4 letters, 5 letters, 6 letters, when you are going to form the ism al-fa'il, what do you normally do? You form the mudara, then you change the harf al-mudara to mim madmuma. Then you do kasr ma qabla al-akhir. Okay, so I have something like adhaba, adhaba. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to form the fa'il. I will just form the mudara. Yudhibu, yudhibu. That is the mudara. Then the harf al-mudara, which is the yai dhamma, I will take it out and bring mim dhamma. Then I will have mudhib. Akhraja, yukhriju, mukhrij as the fa'il. So if you are going to form the fa'il from the mazid, al-ajwaf al-mazid fihi, what do? It will suffer the same illa that the mudara suffered, because you are going to now form the fa'il from the mudara. So you have something like ajaba. The mudara is yujibu. Ismul fa'il, take out the harf al-mudara, bring your mim madmuma, you have mujibu. So the mudari, you see that ajaba, the alif change to yai. Ajaba, yujibu. That change that the mudari suffered. The same thing the fa'il was suffered, because you just change the yai harf al-mudara to mim. Then you get mujibu. Then istaqama. Istaqama from qama, and then we added alif sin ta. Istaqama. You form it yastaqimu. Then you change the yai harf al-mudara to mim madmuma. Then you get mustaqimu, which is the fa'il. So, same thing happens to munqadin and mukhtarin, as the examples of the book show. Munqadin is from inqada, yanqadu. Then you bring your mim madmuma, munqadin. Mukhtar likewise, yakhtaru, ikhtara, yakhtaru, mukhtarin. That is the ismul fa'il. So that is how you form the ismul fa'il from the al-ajwaf al-mujarrad and al-ajwaf al-mazid fihi. Says, واسم المفعول من الثلاثي المجرد يعتل بالنكل وبالحذف. The اسم المفعول from the ثلاثي المجرد of the ajwaf, it goes through the illa of an-nakl, moving a vowel, and al-hadhf, taking away a letter. And we will see that practically. So he gives us example, kemasun wa mabi'. So if you look at masun, for instance, where is it coming from? So we can go back and start forming it. Jamil. So you write your verb suana. Just get a book somewhere and write suana. I want you to practically follow me. When you have suana, you want to create the ism al-maf'ul ala wazni maf'ul. So what happens in maf'ul? We add a mim before the fa'ul fi'l and add a waw after the ainul fi'l. In suana, our fa'ul fi'l is the swad. So before the swad, we will bring a mim fatha, then we bring the swad skun, just as maf. So we bring the swad skun, and then the alif is our ainul fi'l. Alif is the ainul fi'l, so write alif as at now, write alif, and then you bring your wow of maf'ul. You bring your wow, and then you bring the lam al-fi'l, which is noon. So you'd have something like mim fatha, swad sukun, alif, wow, and noon. That cannot be pronounced. The alif is min aslin wawi because it's sana yasun. So the alif is actually a wow. So we change that alif to wow. As originally all the tasrif will go. If you have sana yasun, you know the alif is originally wow. So you get maswoon. Maswoon. Ala wazni maf'ul. Maswoon. That is the original maf'ulun bihi for sana. Maswoon is the original maf'ulun bihi for sana. But yourself, as I'm pronouncing maswoon, you yourself, you feel like it's not so cool. The maswoon doesn't sound so cool. And if it doesn't sound cool to me and you, the Arab person, it's not cool at all. Because the Arabiya, as I said to you, it is mabniyatun ala suhula. It is supposed to be easy. So if you get into the balaga, you realize that from the beginning of balaga, you'll be told that for a statement to be calculated as a good one, don't use big words that people are not aware of. Don't also use words that intertwine, the letters intertwine, such that is difficult to pronounce. Don't use. So you realize that Arabiya itself is mabniyatun ala suhula. It is built on ease. And so mazwoon will not be accepted as the maf'ul. What happens here? We drop the wow. We drop the wow of maswoon. But before we do that, what do? We do nakl al-haraka. We move the haraka of the swad, of the wow, to the swad. So the swad will now be dhamma. So we get masu. Then we do hazf of the wow that comes after the swad. So show an arrow from the dhamma to the sukun side. And then do hazf of the wow. You now get masoon. Masoon. I want you to go through all the steps with me so that if you didn't arrive at this, you let me know. Masoon. That is the maf'ulun bihi for sana. That is why we have here masoon. It's originally maswoon. Jamil. Let's look at mabi'. Mabi' is also coming from ba'a. Jamil. You have ba'a. So the ba is the fa'ul fi'l. The alif is the ainul fi'l. Sorry. And the ain is the lamul fi'l. But we know the alif is coming from a yai because it is bay', yabi'u. So when we are going to create the maf'ul, what we do bring a mim fatha, ba skun, because the ba is the fa'ul fi'l, mab. Then we already changed the alif to yai. Now we'll just change it right away. And then we give it the dhamma, maf'ul, so mabyu. Then we bring the waw of maf'ul, and we bring our ain. So we get mabyu. Mabyu. This mabyu is the maf'ul of ba'a. Mabyu. And interestingly, it is used by some school of thought, they still use mabyu. So it's not totally wrong in Arabia to use mabyu. Just like it's not the popular one. It's not a popular choice. So we arrive at the popular choice still. Now, with some of them, or most of the Arab tribes, the mabyu isn't still cool for them. So what do? They take away the wow of the wow of the maf'ul. They take it away. When they take the wow of the maf'ul away, we are supposed to do nakl harakat al-ya ila al-ba. Okay, we are supposed to move the vowel of the ya to the ba. So originally it would have been mabu yi. The dhamma will come, so cancel the wow, bring the dhamma to the ba. You realize that the pronunciation isn't going because after the ba there is a yai. So what do? We give the ba kesra to match the yai, and then we get the mabi'. Mabi'. So that is how we come about it. We get mabiyu first. After getting the mabiyu, what's supposedly supposed to be done is the haraka of the yai move to the ba. Just like we move the haraka of the waw, the other waw to the ba, we would have moved the haraka to the ba. But here, we didn't do it like that. We dropped the waw and we changed the ba to kasra to get mabi. And it's not always that it happens like that. Some few verbs that we see this kind of sort of going on. So that is how we came by masun, mabi. And so normally when you are going to form the maf'ul, you put the verb on the same wazn. Sometimes what comes out is not pronounceable. Then you realize that there is some need for hazf and some need for naql. Jamil. Somebody also said from his own intuition, the mabi or masun, just create the mudara, sana, yasunu. Then they bring the meme of maf'ul. Sana yasunu, take out the harf al-mudara, bring meme fatha, then you get masunu. Ba'a yabi'u, take out the yai and bring meme maftuha. You get mabi'u. So that style that he also mentioned is quite easy, but I don't know if it qualifies under the qiyas of sarf. But with the sarf, there is what the processes that we go through. And then he's an Arabic teacher, a very fantastic one. He also brought that idea, and that could qualify. Jamil says, وَالْمَحْذُوفُ وَاوُ الْمَفْعُولِ in the Sibawai. The waw that we are cancelling here in the masun, we cancel the waw before the swad, or we cancel the waw after the swad, after the second waw in the masun. It could be any of them because it is basically waw that we've taken out. So it could be any of them. Likewise, the mabiyu, it could be that we take out the waw or we take out the yai. So he's saying that Sibawai, he goes for the view that the waw that has been taken out is the waw of maf'ul. You know maf'ul, we add meme and waw. It is that waw that we drop when we are doing hazf. Says وَعَيْنُ الْفِعْلِ إِنْدَ أَبِي الْحَسَنِ الْأَخْفَشِ. Al-Akhfash is also a pillar in grammar or a pillar in Arabiya. He also goes that no, it is the waw which is the ainul fi'l. So something like masunu, it is the waw after the swad that is taken off. Something like mabi'u, it is the mabi'u, it is the yai which is the coming after the ba that has been taken off. Says wabanu tamim yuthbituna al-ya. The people of Tamim, Bani Tamim, as I said, they keep the yai. فَيَقُولُونَ مَبْيُونَ. They say mabiyun. They don't take out anything. It's fine for them. وَاسْمُ الْمَفْعُولِ مِنَ الْمَزِيدِ فِيهِ يُعْتَلُّ بِالنَّكْلِ وَالْقَلْبِ. So you see that the mabiyu is usable. Okay, I remember recently I was speaking with my boss and he used it. Said, السيارة مبيوعة. السيارة مبيوعة. He said it like that in a passing. So it's usable. Said واسم المفعول من المزيد فيه يتل بالنقل وبالقلب. The اسم المفعول of the mazid فيه, because you've just seen the مجرد. The mazid فيه, the اسم المفعول of the mazid فيه, it also goes under the illa of النقل, يعني نقل الحركة, والقلب, changing the harf. Says أنه أتل فعله. If the fi'l itself undergoes this illal, then the اسم المفعول will also go through that. So he gives us an example with ajaba. Ajaba, you know the ism al-maf'ul, we form it from the al-fi'l al-mabni lil-maf'ul or al-fi'l al-mabni lil-majhul. So if you have ajaba, you form the majhul, which is yujabu. Yujabu. Then you bring the mim madmuma, then you have mujabun. Mujabun will be the maf'ul, ism al-maf'ul of the ajaba. Then you have yastaqimu. The majhul is yustaqamu. Yustaqamu is the ism fi'l al-mabni lil-majhul or fi'l al-mabni lil-maf'ul. So you bring the mim madmuma in place of the harf al-mudara, then you have mustaqamu. Likewise, inqada, yunqadu, munqad. That is the ism al-maf'ul. Mukhtar, yakhtaru. Yakhtaru is the fi'l al-mudari al-mabni lil-ma'lum. Al-majhul yukhtaru. يختار. Then we replace the harf al-mudari with mim, then we get mukhtaru. So we find that with the mukhtar and something like the munqad, ism al-fa'il and ism al-maf'ul, they are both the same. Because when you follow the process, the result you come and get is the same thing. So there is nothing you can do about it. They are the same. The context review which is which. Jamil. If anything is confusing for us, kindly let's do well to ask for clarification so that we all end with a very good understanding. Till we meet again, have a very good Arabic time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.